Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm excited today. I've been accumulating items for quite some time now. We're doing we're doing an empties bin. So I'll be going through everything that I've finished up, whether I liked it, how I felt about it. Am I going to repurchase the item, or is there something else that's caught my fancy that I'm switching over to? If you're new here, hi, I'm Julia. Please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell to find out when new videos are released. First, I'm going to start out with a body cream. This is the Lancome Nutrix Royale. I love this one. It's a nice scent, so beware of that if either you're sensitive to fragrances or you really like to wear a perfume. I like this because it has such a nice scent. I don't feel like I need to wear a perfume. It's very rich, so I do tend to use it just on my arms. Again, the scent, I don't want to I don't want to completely coat myself in it, but I do keep my eye out for a sale and get at least one of these every fall season to get me through the winter. So this is definitely going in the repurchase pile. Speaking of body lotions, next on the list we have the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This is wonderful. I don't know how great it is for reducing cellulite, but it smells amazing. It's got just the smallest amount of mica, and if you are rubbing pretty much anything in a circular motion in areas where you are concerned about cellulite, you're going to be helping it. It does contain caffeine, which increases blood flow to the area, so I mean, it can't be hurting, and it smells amazing. So this is absolutely getting repurchased. I've probably used 3 of these at this point and I have no plans on stopping. Can't stop, won't stop. One other thing I love about the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream is the scent pairs nicely with the Lancome one. So if I have that on my arms, I put a little of this on. It's a really nice cocktail of fragrances. It ends up smelling in the best way, like slightly tobacco-y, cherry-y. It's a little more mature. It's a really nice fragrance. While we're talking about Sol de Janeiro products, we have the Brazilian Foreplay. This is an older container. They've now got a different shape to their bottles. This is my empty. I'm already a little ways into the new one, so this was no question repurchase. I just love the way it smells. It's like a little tropical vacation in the shower. Next in the bin is one of my absolute favorite cleansers, the Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce. I have dry skin, so it's really hard for me to find a cleanser that I feel like cleans my skin nicely without stripping everything away. This one's great, especially for a morning cleanse or if I'm not wearing any makeup. If I am doing like a makeup remover balm, hint, one of those is about to come up, then I do like to use a different cleanser after that just to make sure it's enough to wipe away all of the residue from the makeup removing balm. But this is just delightful if I need an everyday cleanser, I'm not wearing any makeup, or it's first thing in the morning. Speaking of makeup removing balm, everyone's favorite, the Pharmacy Green Clean. This is a classic for a reason. It's amazing. It does a wonderful job taking all of your makeup off. They also have an unscented version now. I will say I'm not going to be repurchasing this because I think the Sephora collection makeup removing balm is just as good. I've used both. I've tried as I got near the end of this. I would use this one day and then I would try using the other one the next time I wore makeup. I didn't see a difference. They both did the same job, only one costs a lot less. So, as much as I love the Green Clean, we will not be repurchasing her. We've moved on to the Sephora Collection Makeup Removing Balm. Next in order of operations after washing your face is putting on a little bit of a mist, either an essence or a toner. I love this BioElements Power Peptide. They've changed the package. I've, spoiler alert, already repurchased this, so I have the new one. I do like to use this if a little bit of time has elapsed from when I've washed my face. I might be kind of dilly-dallying doing other things before I put serum on, and the skin gets pretty dry. It's, story of my life. So I love to use a mist like this if I don't happen to be using an essence. But on the days when I do wear an essence, usually evenings, I will use the SK2 or the Tatcha essence. I will alternate. It depends on who's got the better sale at holiday time. I've been accumulating things for a little while, which is why both of them are in the empties bin at the moment. I was looking at the Sephora sale, trying to decide which one, and I think the SK2 had a better deal this holiday season. Sorry, Tatcha. Both of them are wonderful. So if you have a preference or if you see one of the holiday sets and you're like, oh, I would really rather have a bonus moisturizer, then the set has that. Whereas the SK2 comes with some bonus face masks, and I really like the sheet masks. So we've gone with that. And they also have a clear version of their essence. So I'm curious to try that out, and I get a travel size with that. I'll have to report back. Be sure to subscribe so you see that video. Speaking of sheet masks, I was using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Jelly Sheet Mask. This one was really interesting because instead of it being like a cotton sort of face mask you put on, it was actually like a jelly consistency, very delicate, very interesting. It was a lot more fun to put on, probably because it was just something a little different. It did a wonderful job hydrating my skin after a little too much fun in the sun. This was great for the summer, and I loved it. I don't know if I'm going to get this again or some more of the Sephora watermelon ones. We'll see next summer what inspires me, but I did love this. And if you're looking for something for vacation, this one's certainly a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. For mornings when I don't need an entire sheet mask, I love these Skin Iceland eye masks. It's nice to keep some in the refrigerator. It's nice to keep any eye mask in the refrigerator, honestly. Did anyone buy a skin fridge? I need an update on this. Some people had bought like little mini refrigerators for skincare. I never actually got one of those. Does anyone still use theirs? Do you love it? One thing I really like about these is sometimes you take eye masks out and they're just like dripping, they're saturated. These are a little more of like a cloth consistency on the outside. And then it's again sort of like a jelly consistency on the side you put against your skin. So they do a really good job of sticking to you, but you don't feel like anything's dripping. And then after you take them off, because they had a nice cooling effect, you've got a little less puffiness, your fine lines are a little more filled in, and you just feel a little more ready to take on the day. Next, I have Sunday Riley UFO. I did like to keep it inside of its little package. Again, UV lights. It's stuck in here pretty good. So you just have to like twist off the top, and it's really easy to use in here. And then I would just pop this right back on afterwards, and it kept it like out of the sunlight, kept it more protected in my mind. I don't know. Does anyone else do that, or was that just like a me thing? Anyway, I really like this oil on my exfoliating days. It does smell like grass. Your partner's probably going to complain that you smell terrible, but your skin is going to look amazing the next day. It does have salicylic acid, so you don't want to use this like every night. At least I don't with my more sensitive skin. So I did think it was worth it, even though you smelled weird. You had to like put this on, air yourself out, and then you could climb into bed. So the jury's out on whether or not I would get another one of these. I really liked it and I thought it was wonderfully effective. But you know what else is great and effective on exfoliating day? Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peels. I really like these. There's always well, not always, but there's often enough, some kind of a sale, either through Nordstrom or Sephora or the brand itself. So you can usually get them at a decent price. They really work well. So easy. You swipe on the pad, wait 2 minutes, swipe on the neutralizer. Similar results, and you don't smell like grass. With the Sunday Riley treatment oil, I don't have to put a moisturizer on afterwards. You really are just done. You wash your face, I put that on, and I can well, I can't hop straight into bed because I smell like grass, but I don't have to worry about putting any other skincare on. Whereas with these, I still found myself putting on a moisturizer afterward. I feel like I got great results from both. So we'll keep on trucking with these, and I'll give you some further updates. This next item from the empties bin makes me a little sad. Beauty Pie, they don't no longer, well, okay, they'll have things and then they won't have things and then they'll have things again. So we can hold out hope that maybe this will come back. You feel a little bit like a mad scientist. They had the glass ampule like this filled with a little bit of powder. And then they had these other little packages of the liquid. And then you would open this up, you'd squeeze in the liquid, you'd close it up, you'd shake it, and then it was only good for like 7 days afterwards. So you'd put a little on, press the vitamin C into your skin. It just felt a lot more fun than other normal vitamin C treatments. I also noticed I didn't have sensitivity to this vitamin C either. They do have a new version where it's just in a little orange bottle. It's already pre-mixed. It's probably just as good. I'll have to give that a try because, I mean, as much fun as this was, If the other version's just as effective, I mean, that's really what it comes down to, is how well something works, even if one thing's a little more fun to put together than the other. The next item, which was one of my absolute favorites, oh, spoiler alert, I guess. Yeah, this is getting repurchased. The Algenist, let's see, it's a bit of a mouthful. It's the Absolute Hydration Replenishing Sleep Pack. So this is one of those sleeping masks where you put it on. It's a little thick, so you definitely want to wash your face the following morning. I had a great reaction to this. It's really hydrating. I love this for fall, winter. So I think I'll be adding this back into my rotation. I do tend to use something a little lighter in spring, summer, but for fall, winter now, yeah, I'll have to check this out again. All right, next we'll go into some skin supplements that I really love. The Glowtrition Super Beauty Elixir. These are little pouches that you mix into water. It contains hyaluronic acid, bioactive collagen peptides, biotin, and antioxidants. It tastes pretty good. It's like a light berry flavor. I wasn't really sure. I received like one of their 30-day packages as a Christmas gift, and I thought, well, I've got it. Let's try it out. I also received the drops that go along with it, the Beauty Booster Shot with phytoceramides, goji berry, elderberry, and maki berry. I don't know if this added a whole lot of flavor because it was pretty similar in flavor, but these two of these together feels kind of magical. I know when I miss a couple of days, my skin starts to feel dry again. So I will be using this every day this winter. And then next up is something I would add to my water in the morning when I have a glass of water to start my day. This is the Beauty Water Drops from Sakara. It does contain minerals. Yeah, it's got all your minerals, 72 ionic minerals, and it has a decent amount of magnesium. So I found that this really kind of helps, especially if I've had a little bit of wine the night before. A little of this, you feel right as rain. I've also been adding some of their chlorophyll drops to my water at night. I'm not always the best at eating all of my greens, so I figure if I can put a little bit of chlorophyll in the water, I'm at least getting that much. You're not quite getting the fiber or some of the other nutrition from greens that you would be getting, but at least, at least you're getting some of that. So it helps with a little bit of supplementation. It makes me feel a little better. It looks really cool too, like when you drip it in there. Again, we're going mad scientist. You put the green drops in there and you just sort of watch them swirl around a bit. I don't know. It's fun. It's a nice little ritual to help end the day. All right, well, that wraps it up for this episode of my Empties bin. It's been fun. It's kinda nice to go down memory lane. There were a few things that I kind of forgot about, like that Glow Recipe watermelon mask. I really should have looked for these when I was in Sephora shopping the sale the other day. I do love them in the summer because 'cause they're more cooling. Let me know what some of your favorites are and items that you find yourself buying on repeat down in the comments. I would love to see what you guys, just can't stop using. And was there anything in this list that you looked at and you were like, "I'm intrigued," or is there something where you're like, "I don't know what's wrong with you, that's terrible?" Please let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys are into, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.